Welcome to Good Morning KU. I'm Nick Cousin.
And I'm Sydney Kolazinski.
So usually I'm directing the show, but I'm a special guest today talking about a particular topic that went on around the NFL yesterday, where players kneeled and some stood in locked arms during the protest yesterday. So what are your thoughts on it, Sydney?
Well, like you said before, I think that this was also in spite of Trump's comments that were made. I don't think that most of these players would have kneeled before those comments were made, and it was more of a spite against the president.
Yeah, before this week, if Trump didn't say anything, I think he was out of place making the comments that he did. But if he didn't say anything, I don't think any of this would have happened on Sunday. Before he said anything, there was only about 6 players who actually were kneeling, one of them being Colin Kaepernick, who was not even on a team. So, but a lot of those guys aren't big role players on their team, so it wasn't really being noticed by a lot of people anyway. So I think it was kind of just to get noticed in a way. But I don't even know what the protests are even for anymore, to be honest. I mean, this time it was despite Trump, but before it was about unity. And honestly, I mean, we agree that it's disrespectful to not stand during the national anthem. I mean, people have different interpretations of what it means when the national anthem is playing. I mean, I think about the people that gave up their lives for this country. I see, the blood of the soldiers. When I look at the red in the flag, that's what I see. So you have to honor them by standing, I feel. But a lot of those players feel that they see unity when they look at the flag. So it's different interpretations for everybody.
Yeah, and you just also have to remember what that flag represents, the freedoms that it gives us. It allows us to take a knee or to express how we feel. So. But
2 teams that did stand and lock in arms were our 2 teams, the Bears and the Packers. So much respect to them. They're playing this Thursday. They played last year on Thursday night. We shouldn't talk about that from the Bears' end.
I don't know if...
But previous years, it's gone back and forth. 2 years ago, Bears took it on Thanksgiving. Last year, Packers
unfortunately.
took it. And I remember my freshman year when I was on the show, a previous Good Morning KU alum, Sam Mola from Wisconsin as well, we made a bet if the Bears lost, I had to wear his Game Day Packers shirt.
Should we make that same bet right now on air?
Do you have a Packers shirt
I
that
do.
I can wear? All right. Well, let's do it.
All right.
Let's do it. I know I'll probably have to wear it, though. So it's not a big deal, but I'll probably have to wear it. But, I mean, but your team went to overtime yesterday, so did mine.
Yes,
unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Both won, but Rodgers came in the clutch.
Yes,
he did.
Like always.
And he's best quarterback in the league by far.
Thank you. I appreciate hearing that from a Bears fan.
I give praise where praise is due.
I won't give you any praise for the Bears.
And
but
there's no quarterback that the Bears have. Like, they're just awful.
Yeah.
And I was watching that Jets-Dolphins game.
Oh, my gosh.
And those were the 2 former Bears quarterbacks, Cutler and McCown. And
Cutler.
It was awful.
Thought we were done with Cutler, and then he just comes out of retirement.
I know, but he was never going to do commentating. You never watched him post-game. Like, post-game, he just blamed everybody for his problems.
Yeah.
You think he wants somebody calling a game that blames everybody for their problems?
No.
It's bad.
It's not good.
All right, well, we hope that, this bet goes the other way, and then I have to give you a Bears shirt.
I have to wear a Bears shirt.
But, hey, you'll probably win that one. But when we come back after the break, Sydney will be back. She'll be reading the news. So stay tuned.
Where you go to college makes a statement about you. This place will become a part of you, your identity for life. The University of Kansas, a great place to be you.
Welcome back. I'm Victoria Sprudy.
And I'm Sydney Kolazinski. This is your Monday Good Morning KU news update. A Sudanese immigrant opened fire in a Nashville church on Sunday, killing 1 and wounding 8. The shooter wore a neoprene ski mask. He shot and killed a woman in the parking lot before entering the building and continuing to fire. An armed perisher confronted the man who shot himself before being arrested.
President Trump took the opportunity to announce additional travel bans to certain residents of North Korea, Venezuela, and extended the bans to 6 Muslim majorities countries including Sudan, Syria, and Iran. The changes will take effect beginning October 18th.
A day after President Trump called any player who failed to stand during the national anthem an SOB, the NFL fought back. Roughly 12% of the players did not stand, but more than 200 locked arms in solidarity of their teammates. Trump said his objection had nothing to do with race, but opponents disagree.
3 teams decided to stand in their locker rooms during the pregame anthem. Players from Seattle, Tennessee, and Pittsburgh tried to avoid the controversy, although Steelers offensive tackle Alejandro Villanueva came onto the field and stood by himself. Villanueva is an ex-Army Ranger.
The KU football team put up a lot of points in their first Big 12 game of the season, but it wasn't enough. The Jayhawks fell to West Virginia by a score of 56-34. After falling behind by 25 points in the first half, KU showed signs of life and actually closed the gap to 8 by the end of the third quarter. But in the end, the Mountaineers proved too much for the Jayhawks and took the victory.
Sophomore runner back Khalil Herbert had a career day for KU, rushing for 291 yards and 2 touchdowns. Herbert passed the legendary Gale Sayers for the 3rd most rushing yards ever in a single game. The Jayhawks will have next weekend off and will prepare for a homecoming contest against Texas Tech on October 7th.
And that will wrap it up for today's news update. Gabby is out today, but after the break, Brittany will be here with the weather.
Good Monday morning, everyone. My name is Brittany Foster. I'm filling in for Gabby today, and I couldn't be more excited because it's the start of a new week and the start of new weather. And I say that because if you look at our weather headlines, we have colder temperatures that are on the way and a cold front that'll be moving through. That's because, or the result of those cold temperatures, that's going to bring those fall temperatures we've all been eagerly waiting for. And because of that cold front, we're also going to have the chance of those storms that'll increase as well tonight and into tomorrow. Here's our current temperature right now. We're sitting at a temperature of 73 degrees, really nice, partly cloudy skies, winds only out of the southeast about 5 miles per hour. And I'll move out of the way so you can see, but I took this photo at about 7 o'clock this morning when the sun was rising. Unfortunately, it's a little cut off, but you can see we only had those few cirrus clouds, and that's how it is right now as well. It's not going to feel like fall, though. Today we're going to have a high of 86 degrees, very warm, partly cloudy skies, but those clouds are going to increase as that front approaches us and gets closer, and winds will only be out of the southeast still about 5 to 10 miles an hour later today. Here's your hourly forecast. We're going to have a gradual, slow increase in those temperatures. Here, I'll move out of the way so you can see by 5 to 6 o'clock tonight, you're going to have that high of 86 degrees. Those clouds will move in as well. And it's just going to be a very warm start. Note, by 11 o'clock, we're already at 80 degrees. So very warm for today, but it won't last long. Here's your satellite imagery. You can clearly tell we have that cold front right there, and that's going to move through and bring those clouds with us later today. Along with that, those storms that will also appear. Tonight, not so much. Tomorrow morning, and well, overnight into tomorrow morning, so it looks like we're going to have the best chance for a few showers going into the overnight hours in the morning. Here's your current, or this isn't current, this is your surface analysis for 7 o'clock tonight. You can see that front is very close to Lawrence, and it's going to bring those cool temperatures with us, and you can see that on your 5-day forecast. Look at that big temperature change by 86 today for our high to only 70 tomorrow, and also note that 50% chance of rain because of that cold front as it moves through. Wednesday, we're going to be at a temperature of 71 degrees. By Thursday, only about 74, very nice. And then Friday, still at 70, and those clear skies will remain. Definitely have that jacket handy all week. You're going to want it because it's going to be very cold throughout the morning every day. Thanks for tuning in to Good Morning KU.